B-double-E-double-R-U-N, beer run. B-double-E-double-R-U-N, beer run. All we need is a 10 and a 5 or a car and a key and a sober driver. B-double-E-double-R-U-N, beer run.
Hey guys, Friday, and well, right off the bat, you know, I've been giving a friend a hand, putting in a hardwood floor. Since how in my previous life I used to do that, and surprise, surprise, not only did I get lunch this week, but he threw me a box of HPR 44 Magnum, and it's really discouraging to see that 44 Magnum has crept up to just about $1 a shot. And he informed me that the reason that he got me the HPR is it wasn't the cheapest thing, but he refused to buy Brazier, which I'm okay with this. I've shot this. It's good stuff. I hear Ms. Bomey's home. Could be interrupted, but you know the rule. Once you pop the top, we're committed. Best Buy, January 2nd, not the 1st, but January 2nd of 2014. I'm gonna pop the top on this with the 50 cal because as you guys already know, New York Half-Ass Prepper sent me 2 of these, so I already drank one, and this stuff's awesome. So I'll just try to act really surprised. I wonder what I should use to open this. I think I'll guess and use the 50 cal. Oh, before I demolish the top, since how a 50 cal is a beast of a round, and even when it's a bottle opener, it still is a beast of a round. You like that one? It's a twist off. Okay, let's take a look at it. I tell you, I realize it's possible to fake color, but some of them you can just tell by the way they look that they're gonna be good. I know I'm saying that because I've actually had a bottle of this. Really been looking forward to this. Right off the bat, you got your typical citrus, piney, grapefruit, and just a touch of sweetness there that I honestly didn't notice last time. I don't know if I was a little stuffed up or maybe pineapple. As you saw, looks like good carbonation. I probably went kind of wimpy on the pour. Yeah, no comments. But we did end up with some head there, and it is clingy, like Travis. Oh. Yep, tastes like beer. Really damn good beer. Okay, well, it's got plenty of carbonation when it actually comes to drinking it. Oof. Just a nice citrus ass kicking up front. You know, your piney grapefruit. But yeah, I'd say there's just a little bit of pineapple for sweetness. You know, it's just kind of like right there in the back. Also, kind of more up front as opposed to the finish. A little bit of nice bread, some breadiness to it. Kind of a moderate dry, Middle, more of the bread and the heavy pine, and what's left behind is just kind of a citrus reminder of you just drank a really good gulp of beer. Alcohol percentage, 9%, and wow, that's really hidden in there well. A little bit, say maybe more on the floral side as opposed to like an earth. NYHalfassprepper. This is a good one. Keep forgetting to ask you if you've had this and what you thought about it. I know your taste in beer is well-rounded. Everything from the Belgians to IPAs. You just don't discriminate when it comes to brew. Yeah, that's good. You're gonna have to really like a hoppy, citrusy IPA to really appreciate this. If you think you know, that might be a little bit too much, this one is going to be a little bit too much. I am surprised that it's 9%. Sometimes I can get remarkably close, but this is another one I have to admit, if it wasn't on the bottle, I might have gone 7.5 maybe, but not 9. Timber Beast from Lazy Magnolia Brewing Company. I give this a 9. This was good. I like this. This was kind of similar to with the Piney the Elder. I think I probably gave them about the same score, but the Piney was just a notch better. It's another one of those ones where have both of them the same day, you know, like this right now. I think this is even better than the last one I had, and I know it's got to just be because I was looking forward to it. It's the first one of the day. So recommend that. Give that a try. Tomorrow. What should we do tomorrow? What should we do? I got a recoil channel. I got an amber. Still got some stuff from Steven Bush. Tell you what, let's do some more cock tomorrow. The 1919 American wheat beer. And normally I would say I'm not a fan of wheat, but I've had quite a few of them lately that were surprisingly not that bad. So let's take a look at this tomorrow from Steven. Alcohol. Not seeing it on there. We get to play the guessing game. Awesome. I kind of like the guessing game. I'm willing to be wrong, but lately I must be really good at guessing. So, look at that tomorrow. Okay. Not really much new to declare politically, other than if you're a Republican, you suck, and if you're a Democrat, you suck. And if you're Obama, you can suck my ass. So she tries so hard to be quiet.
I do, I'm sorry. I'm going to tell you.
oh, well, if I would have had that information prior to turning the camera on, I maybe had done like 5 brew reviews back to back. No. Okay, guys. Politically, not really much has changed. I don't really have any rants, because if you got me started, I would not stop. The whole thing is a shell game. They're all fucking liars, and I wish them all to go to hell, because unless you stood against raising the debt ceiling for the fact that it was already ridiculously high. What was it, in the last 24 hours? I think it went up by 3 point something billion.
Yeah, we have a bet at work that he's going to reach the next ceiling before end of year. So everybody's picking days at work. It's going to be quite the pool.
Yeah, it's almost to the point where it's turned into a joke. The problem is, everybody else, you could just clear out for a moment. This is just from me to Obama. That's my money, that's my children's money, and you've already gambled away my children's money. You're a piece of shit, and I want my country back. And I don't want to sound like an extremist radical, but I know so many rational people that personally think that the revolution is coming, because you can only push good people so far. And that's a question that actually I'm compelled to ask. A lot of people can talk the talk. Like, I can easily say, this is bullshit, I'm grabbing my gun and I'm heading to Washington. But how many people would really do it? What does it take before somebody actually does it?
What does it take for action of any kind from all these people who live in this so-called United States of America?
I know. The problem is 1,000 people say they do it, but when one person does it, they're regarded as a kook.
Yeah.
Okay, sorry about that. The rest of you guys can come back now that I'm done talking about Obama.
Voodoo doll.
Just, I'm sorry, but there needs to be a stronger push for a third party, because right now, I'm embarrassed to say that I lean more towards being a Republican than a Democrat, because at this point in time, I don't want anything to do with either side. They don't represent us anymore. They represent their wallets. That's all they represent. I want to see someone like a Ted Cruz or whatever stand up and actually get something. Well, you're never going to get it pushed through, because it would never happen, but immediately term limits. The second thing that should be mandatory is anything that you push on us, you also have to take it. You want fucking Obamacare? Good, you got Obamacare. How do you like that? Oh, I'm pissed off now. Yes. Yes, indeedy. Hey, let's take a look at some righteous. You guys are great. I'm sorry I blow up sometimes, but... well, I'm not really sorry, because most of you guys know exactly what I'm talking about. Politicians right now, other than a very small handful, are all pathetic jokes. And, one to Birdman, I'm 100% with you. I will not vote for a single person that supported raising the debt limit or supports Obamacare. Unfortunately, I guess with what happened in New Jersey, it's pretty much proof that stupidity, the uninformed, seem to get out in masses, because me and a lot of you guys, we continuously, especially on the Google chats, ask the same question: how does anybody with an ounce of IQ level could you possibly support Obama or any of the stuff going on? Seriously, how could you? If you support Obama, You're basically saying you don't give a shit about the rest of your future, the future of your children, your children's future. At this point in time, tell me exactly how we're going to pay the interest on that debt. We can't even afford to pay the interest on that debt. If you've got a credit card and you can't even afford to cover the interest accrued on that debt, how are you ever going to pay the debt? God, I just like snapped. You almost have to laugh. You almost have to laugh because you wonder how pathetic. You know, it gets to the point where I had this car once, and it was like an okay running car, but you know, he kept saying, "I need to fix this, I need to fix that," and then you know, you do something to it, and you get like one scratch in it, and you're like, okay, I'm kind of bummed right there, and then like 15 minutes, someone else drives into it, and you're like, okay, that I'm a little bummed, but you know, considering I had a scratch in it, now it's got another scratch. And by the end of the weekend, you're driving. We were in a landfill, and I was like, I don't know how many, like maybe 10 feet down, but it had kind of a ramp, so it wasn't quite as bad as it sounds. But by the end of the evening, you're just like, yeah, woo! And this thing is like 10 feet in the air coming to a landing. You know, it just gets to the point, and this is the same with our politicians and it seems like our country right now. And it makes me so mad because on one hand, you just want to, like, you know, put your head in your hands and laugh, because it's like you can't believe it could get any more pathetic than it is, and yet people still continue to support pieces of shit like these. The whole thing. Ray, you're 100% right. What happened in New York? I know what happened in Minnesota. I don't care if people want to call me a kook. HempSeedAddict, I didn't mean that. So that I'm not... Backspace, backspace, backspace. Come up with another funny. I know that piece of shit, Al Franken, didn't legitimately win. There's not a chance. Same with like New Jersey. There's so much corruption nowadays. There is no elections, like Ray says. They're hand-picked. Everything's hand-picked, depending on who will get what. You know, look at even the Republicans, the lists, the earmarks of what their state is going to get for bending over and taking the rest of America up the ass. Need a visual? How many times and how many videos are you going to catch me grabbing my cock? Okay, there's another one. Okay, seriously, guess I'm gonna go work on this and catch up on some videos. The Ebomi inbox is just a complete mess, so I might as well just catch some of you brew guys. See, there's a couple from Jack that I need to catch up on. Of course, what's that? That's something like this. Hey guys. It's time to make another shitty video in my fucking shed. Remember that time I was scratching my nuts? Oh yeah, that was a couple moments ago. Then there's maybe some funny stuff, and then he rips on some other channel. Or I don't have the camera angle right. I have to prop up a table here and have a whole bunch of brews in line and be like, guys, Paul, PA Brew News, and today we're gonna look at some of this stuff from 6 Point. I'm sorry, I shouldn't have had the slur. I've actually never seen Paul drunk. He's always very professional. As you can tell from the color, this was obviously brewed in late October. Just messing with you, Paul. Or Jameson. Lately, he's been using his the camera on his on his computer. Why are you doing that? Oh, not to pick on you. Hey, Paul, have you ever got like a wet wipe and seen if you could clean your camera off? Looks like either your camera is foggy and needs to be cleaned, or every single time, moments before you snap your camera on to do a brew review, you just got done firing up the bong and the room's all hazy. Hey, it's kind of like a mini roasting of my fellow brew reviewers out there. I guess when I think about it, I really don't have too much to slam Jameson on. He's always so professional in his videos. Just straight to the facts. I'll think of something. Jameson, I'll think of something, and right off the top of my head though, I can't think of anything other than you look like a booze hound because there's like bottles and boxes and shit all over in the background all the time. Oh, back to being Jack. Got to get agitated or something because need to work up. I don't know how he does it. I think he like drinks like a 12-pack of Coke and then turns the camera on and pops one beer so he can burp, and they're always good burps too. I mean, yeah, I'm getting nothing. So, okay, on that we had a brew review, we had a political blow up, and then I slammed 3 of my favorite alcoholics. Jack, Paul, and Jameson. And I think I'm going to have another one of these. So, again, thanks everybody for coming over here and making these well worthwhile. HempSeedAddict. There you go. That's a cheers. That's a cheers for you. Sometimes I wonder if you leave 5 or 6 comments to see if I'll leave 5 or 6 responses. Lately, I feel compelled just to. I shouldn't have said anything. Okay, well, tomorrow is Saturday. If the weather goes okay, seems like I've been dealing with a lot of bad stuff. My friend Tim, you guys that were at the shoot, he's the one that he was a non-shooter that really saw the quality of you guys. He's the one that lost his mother a few weeks back. I really want to go shooting. If the weather's nice, that's what I'm really planning on doing. The problem is I promised him to give him a hand cleaning out mom's place, so that could possibly be a hinder. I really wanted to get out and for sure take the Vaquero out. You guys at the shoot, I was having a problem with 2 of my cylinders holding shells in. Like you'd have to. Yeah, it was just a fight to get them out of there. And I think it was just a buildup of carbon in those. Jack, that one's for you. One to Birdman. Raider, thumbs up. Hey, like, favorite, and subscribe. Stupid. I think it was just an excessive buildup in two of the 6-cylinder walls, and I soaked it in some stuff to break it down. And then I polished the inside of those cylinders with mothers. So I'm hoping that remedied the problem, because it's not like you can just open up the gate and knock them all out at once. That's one at a time. Like that. Did you feel there? Okay, and maybe I'll sneak upstairs, since how I'm now left alone to drink and watch videos, and maybe try to knock through some of the stuff on the Ebomi side too. Oh, and haven't opened it yet, but I noticed that there was a package. See, I literally walked through the door. And see, there's a problem. Not a problem. Walk through the door and head straight down to the man cave to do a brew review and hang out with you guys. I noticed there was a package sitting on the table from Tardisius. No idea what he's up to. I really got to start formulating some kind of a list and paying it back. Tardisius, if you make it this far, he has been a great friend for a long time. I think I had like 32 subscribers when he subbed to my channel. He might have been like the 33rd one. And since that time, I've got stuff on the shelf that he has given for the next giveaway. I think he sent some shirts and some stuff. What is it? Whatever it's been since the last giveaway. He just wanted to put some stuff in for me to for the next giveaway. He one of the things that means the most to me is that Marvin the Martian that he carved for me, and also while I'm aimed in that direction, that lighter sitting there, oops, says I support the draft. And of course it's non-military, it's a big old brewski. Tardisius gave me that. And my Celtic lighter and the Star Trek lighter and I don't know, several other things. I don't even know what to say. I sent him something really early on that I thought he'd really like because I use it every single day. Sent him the Swiss multi-tool. Yeah, that thing is built like a tank. Nothing against Gerber or a Leatherman or whatever, but if you're destructive on the job like I am, the Swiss is the way to go. And trust me, because I'm a multi-purpose whore. Right now I think I have 5 of them, and I'm down to 5 because not that I'm preparing to die or anything, but I've given stuff out to friends that I thought could use it as opposed to me sitting on it. Like sitting down here, I think I have a para tool, the SOG para tool, Leatherman Surge sitting right there, an original Leatherman in the drawer, and I think I have the Swiss tool on me. So yeah, I have issues. Okay, I'm going now. I said I was going a while back. Again, cheers. See, this is how this shit turns into 30 minutes. Or whatever it is. I should get like a timer and set it up here, and then I know exactly how long it is, so I can see if I'm going for the record or not. So, just for the fun of it, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to put a link down below to Tardisius, and if for some weird reason you're not subscribed to him, he's a great guy. He loves his lighters, and I've been wanting to actually treat myself to something. The stuff that he sends me are honestly just too nice to use. I mean, I don't know. I like my Celtic one. Thinking about looking to see if I can find another one so I can keep that one, because the shit that sits back there means stuff to me. I mean, there's so many things that I would love to use and destroy, but I'd rather just have it and look at it and remember that Tardisius hand carved and painted that for me and gave me that lighter and that lighter and that lighter. So on that note, I'm going to go drink a few more of these righteous ales and edit this video and put it up so that you guys can go, God damn it, another 30-minute video. So we'll see you tomorrow.